They say life is a race. But what if the finish line isn't where you find what you're looking for? In a quiet town, there lived a boy named Leo. Leo was fast. Not just fast with his feet, but fast to judge, fast to move on, and fast to leave others behind. To him, winning was everything. One sunny morning, a charity marathon was announced. The winner would receive a small trophy, but more than that, they would receive glory. Leo's eyes lit up. This was his moment. On the day of the race, the starting line was packed. Runners stretched and whispered strategies, but Leo noticed two figures at the edge, a young girl with a limp and an elderly man using a walking stick. He smiled to himself. They wouldn't be a problem. The whistle blew. Leo shot forward like an arrow. His legs pounded the pavement, his breath steady and strong. Behind him, the crowd cheered, but Leo didn't look back. He never did. He crossed the finish line first. Panting, sweating, but triumphant, he raised his arms, waiting for the roar of the crowd. But instead of cheers, there was silence. Confused, he turned around. The crowd wasn't looking at him, they were looking further down the track. The young girl had fallen, the elderly man had stopped to help her up, and then, slowly, arm in arm, they continued walking toward the finish line together. Leo stood there, trophy in hand, feeling smaller than he'd ever felt. The crowd didn't cheer for him, they cheered for them. An old woman from the front row walked up to Leo and said, "Run again, but this time run with them." Leo frowned. "But I already won." The old woman smiled gently. "Did you?" So Leo went back to the starting line. He stood beside the young girl and the elderly man. He offered his hands. They hesitated, then took them. The whistle blew again. This time, Leo didn't sprint. He walked. He matched their pace. He held the girl steady when she stumbled. He let the old man lean on him when his legs grew tired. And when they finally crossed the finish line together, the crowd erupted, not with polite clapping, but with pure joy. Tears, hugs, shouts of celebration. Leo looked around, confused but moved. He didn't understand. He hadn't won. He hadn't even run. The old woman approached him again. "Leo," she said, "today you learned something faster than any race. You learned that winning alone is empty, but walking with others, that fills the heart." Leo looked at the small trophy in his hand. It felt cold, unimportant. He looked at the smiling faces of the girl and the old man, and for the first time, he felt warm. So, here's the question for you. In your race, are you running past people or are you running with them? Are you so focused on the finish line that you forget who's falling behind? Because one day, when the race is over, you won't remember your time. You'll remember the hands you held. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you believe that kindness matters more than speed, hit that subscribe button. Let's walk this path together.